to your favourite podcast, Box Box Besties, with me, Chloe, and
me, Alice.
Firstly, I think we should talk about the support that we had in this past week. This whole week has been a whirlwind. From the likes, comments, follows, people messaging us. Honestly, I think it just feels a bit surreal.
Yeah, we are very, very grateful for all the support you guys have given us. We are just two girls that love motorsport and just love to ramble with each other, and we just wanted to share that with everybody, and we just appreciate literally all the support that we have been given from everyone. It has been very surreal.
I literally feel like I'm beaming.
I'm sorry,
I might cry.
I literally, it's just so exciting.
It motivates us, doesn't it?
It does, and we're gonna come back, we're gonna keep posting, we're gonna keep recording these podcasts for you guys. It's just so exciting, and I can't wait to see where this podcast goes.
I don't see it stopping.
No, and
I've got a lot of hope.
We don't want to stop, so
no. Even if no one's watching.
Yeah, we're gonna carry on.
Hi, future kids.
Yeah, this is what
this is your Auntie Alice.
It's your mum here and Auntie Chloe. Do you know what I mean? So we have a lot to talk about this week.
And I feel we said that last week, but even more so.
This week. This race was crazy. And obviously we had our first sprint weekend. We had our first F1 Academy race. There was just so much this weekend that we need to unpack, talk about, debrief, gossip, everything. Because we saw some of the wags in the paddock.
We did. We saw Alexandra. She got, was it Lily, her...
And Carmen.
Well, it was Carmen.
The TikTok.
Yeah.
That TikTok is so iconic.
And it had 15 reposts. Looked, and it was just all the girls group chat.
It was just
everyone
all of us,
like,
oh my gosh, what a TikTok that was. I was obsessed. Seeing it come up and I was like, oh my god, is this real? And then I was watching it and I was like, these girls are so iconic. I love them. There's a lot to debrief.
There is, and to the point where we've literally written it all down and it goes across three pages. So there is a lot to talk about, but I think firstly, one thing I want to mention before I actually do forget is, last week we mentioned about how loud the engines were over the commentators, you couldn't hear them. I noticed at the start of this week's race, they turned the car, the volume from the cars down.
They did,
Obviously, they didn't turn the cars down themselves, but
no, they turned
in terms
down.
of production,
yeah.
Commentators went up, engines went down.
I mean, it's just too loud. They have a whole different pre-race start now. They have the boards that come up. There's the bit under the lights that say pre-race start, so they know to get their revs up.
The lights were a lot slower this week as well.
They were. Oh my gosh.
Mentioned it last week, I was watching it. I was like, they're actually back to normal this week.
We're still seeing them struggle with the starts and things like that. There's a lot. There's just something weird about these cars. I can't put my finger on it yet, but there's something going on.
And I don't think anyone else can either. To have two McLarens not start a race, at least, yeah.
Sorry, just uzzing on.
We're still rooting for you boys.
Guys,
we're still rooting.
Last week we said that we'd love to see Oscar finish a race.
And he's not even started it.
I've seen the stats. The safety car has done more laps than Oscar Piastri this season.
I should laugh. Otherwise I'm literally gonna cry.
I might cry. Just prove so.
The Jets.
Pause for the Jets.
Our special guest, Lando and Oscar, coming in on the jet.
Oh my god, they're here. So a point I made was that the fact that we are seeing so many do not starts and even just so many retirements, and we're looking at drivers like Oscar, Fernando Alonso, Max, Lando, all having these issues. To me, and even Lewis having issues, prove that it isn't a driver issue.
Especially
it's a
with
car.
Obviously all the drivers are talented, but to come from world champions and competent drivers, it just
shows that some teams have nailed it. Don't get me wrong, Mercedes, Ferrari, they've nailed the new regulations, but others. You just look at the other top teams, Red Bull and McLaren, should be up there. And last season, Max was driving a tractor last season. Everybody knows it. Red Bull was it was one of the worst seasons they've ever had. But he still won races and he still got into a drivers' championship battle. But this season, he's not happy.
Yeah. But I did also see that even with McLaren not starting this week's race, and then last week with having Oscar not finish, not even ending up that high up on the board, they're still third for the constructors.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
Mercedes are going to be flying, and we know that, but...
For now, though, until the new regs come in.
Because it's in June, isn't it? The regs change again, and that might mess up their engine, because they found something to do with the power unit and engine that's giving them this, boost. But I'm still enjoying the new regulations. In a sense, we're seeing so many more overtakes. We're seeing, proper racing.
And I must admit, last week I wasn't too keen. I don't know if it's because it was change, and I hate change, full stop, but... I don't know whether this week, because the drivers got used to the cars again, and they got used to obviously the power button and the engines and everything else. I don't know whether it just made it more enjoyable, with especially like Ferrari with Lewis and Charles. I was like, oh,
yeah,
ooh.
it was so like it was intense like the whole way through. It was
Yeah.
giving like the McLarens last season,
Yeah.
and I don't think you should favour a driver personally. Like
Mhm.
I believe you have two drivers for a reason. If you
And
wanted to
race.
favour a driver, only have one on your team. I don't see the point in. I get it when it comes to like at the end of last season when, you know, McLaren have won the constructors. Lando is out of both drivers the only one that could win the drivers championship because of the DNFs that Oscar had. And obviously they want the double. They want to protect that. They don't want Max getting that.
No.
So I see them why they would want to have Oscar help. But
Not
I think
at the start.
But when you're at this, like everyone was saying last year, are you going to favour a driver? Are you going to favour a driver? No, there's no point.
No.
Even like, I know we're going to get onto like Kimi and stuff like that, but one question that really, really bugged me was they was interviewing Toto and his dad after the race, and they said, oh, so do you think he could be world champion now? Let the boy enjoy his win.
It's like, you know, when you leave secondary school and they're like, what college are you going to? And as soon as you start college, they're like, what uni are you going to?
Yeah, it's like,
Just let the
what is
people
going
enjoy
on?
the moment.
He's won his first ever Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Toto responded to it so well, and his dad did as well. His dad was like, I'd love to see him world champion one day, but he's got a lot of work to do, and he's got a lot of, you know, and like Toto was like, we don't need to focus on that now. We can focus on him celebrating today and having his first win. I just think questions like that just really, they really.
It just
bug me.
adds on that pressure, and that's why
they
sometimes
don't
I
need
hate
that.
the media.
They're here to enjoy themselves. They're, you know.
This is their job at the end of the day, you know.
Mhm.
Imagine me coming into work every day and then my manager being like, oh, so you're going to be a manager one day?
I don't know.
After just a successful day at work? Like, no, probably not.
I
No.
think all drivers say that they would like to be world champion. That is what they come into Formula One for.
Yeah.
That is their end goal. Some will achieve it, and unfortunately, the way that the world works, some won't. But doesn't mean they're not talented enough to win these Grand Prix.
I mean, think
and
about the
win.
amount of kids trying to get into F1.
And there's only
The amount of
22
people.
seats. And when you perform as well as some of them do, you stay. Fernando Alonso, you stay in it for a long time.
The longest rookie I've ever known.
Yeah, like I mean, let's just get into the weekend. It's been crazy. Obviously, they only had one practice session. And
a
then
sprint race.
And then a sprint race, which even that sprint race was
Because who won that? George.
George, Kimi and Charles Leclerc.
Which is lovely to see the Ferraris up there.
I must admit, after the
Yeah.
season they had last year, it's nice to see them up there. But
Seasons.
Yeah.
Emphasis on this.
That was intense, that sprint race. And I do love a sprint race. Some
Yeah.
people hate them. I love them.
Yeah. Quick, it's intense, gets the job
Yeah,
done.
like it's a quick race to watch. Like I've seen people say that they should be at every location. I don't agree with that. They're at certain locations for a reason, but I think the sprint race is good fun. It's good for the drivers to see what their race pace might be like. It's a good insider. I feel like with practice sessions, it can be quite hard to see what your actual capability is.
Because they're not necessarily racing.
No,
They're just driving around.
they're just
in
driving
circles.
around. You look at their practice times compared to their race times, and they're always completely different.
Yeah,
So,
and I mean, teams always pretend for their practices as well. They always
Mhm.
pretend they're doing worse than what they are.
Yeah,
So when they come in
it's
for a
just gonna
race, it's
fake it.
different. Then it goes on to qualify.
Wow.
Kimi, youngest pole sitter.
Kimi.
Bravo.
Bravo, Kimi. You absolute. This is a weekend that you deserved. Like,
It's definitely one to remember.
do you know what?
Without a doubt.
After all of the rubbish that people were saying, he doesn't deserve this. He doesn't deserve
He's
that.
too young.
He's too young.
Ugh.
You have just gone. Have that. You have just proved everyone wrong. And I said to my dad, I would love to see him as a multiple race winner, but as a race winner for Mercedes. I would love to see him
And
grow,
he's got the
flourish.
right mentor as well. Toto and George.
Yeah. Like,
You know, I don't think you could probably have a better, more supportive team than that.
no, everyone is just, and I also think Lewis is his mentor, has kind of helped shape him into the Mercedes driver. You know, he's supported him a lot of last season, and he's continuing to do it this season, which we see. That lap was just between him and George. I was like, oh my god, who's gonna take it? Who's gonna take it? And then it was like Kimi. I was like, ah! Youngest pole sitter, so he's beat Vettel, and I think that was so surreal for him. My only worry was the start. We saw his sprint race start, and he just dropped, I think it was like 6 places. He brought it back. The car is quick enough for him to bring it back, don't get me wrong. A start is so important.
Oh yeah, because again, I mean, like you said last week, it's like the safety car. It'll either make or break your race.
100%.
If you have a rubbish start, then that could be you at the back of the pack. And you've got a lot of catching up to and a lot of safety cars to be fighting for.
can be so heavy, and I think that's the thing of the point I made of like some people are still struggling to get their start. They're still struggling to work out how the cars work, how everything works. But yeah, I mean, his qualifying lap was insane. But my only worry then was like, I really hope he gets a good start, because them Ferraris at the start, they come quick.
I mean, I'm skipping onto the race now, but at the start of the Grand Prix, and I can't remember who was where, but one of the Ferraris came across, the other one came the other way,
and it just
I was just
them,
like, I think it was it Lewis then that got ahead of George?
Yeah.
And I was just, I'm speechless now. Just to have that talent between both drivers to then weave in and out and then sandwich those Mercedes to then let the other car go around. Because then imagine George and Kimi looking in their mirrors being like, where are they?
Yeah, where have
and
they
then
gone?
they've just got...
It was a lot. Ferrari and Mercedes have just nailed these regs. And for how long? I don't know.
This is when they just like crumble. And then Haas come through or something.
Yeah, like, come on. It's the biggest change we've seen in Formula One since the cost cap, I think. The cost cap came in, I was here for it.
Put on the same level.
Yeah, it made it so fair, and now I just feel like it's made unfair again. Yeah, everyone has their own opinions on the new regs, and
I'm growing to love them though.
I'm growing to like them because of the pure racing it brings. That is like one of the only reasons why I'm growing to like them. But no, I don't know what it is. There's something about these cars that are dangerous.
Yeah, they are dangerous because the amount of cars that are locking up is ridiculous. Because we saw what Max locked up. Kimi locked up on one of his final laps.
Oh my god!
Even he said, gave me a heart attack, and I was like, Kimi gave me a heart attack.
Do you know what it was reminding me of? Can you remember Singapore 2024 when Lando was leading by like 30 seconds? Yeah. And he went, because it's a street circuit, it's quite tight, and he nearly binned it into the wall because of the lock-up. Yeah. And he literally inches. And I remember in the cool down room, Max was like, could you not have just kept going forward? Like, they were like messing about, but that is what it reminded me of. And I was thinking, no, Kimi, don't do this.
He didn't even do like he literally did a spin.
Oh my god.
And it was lucky he was
went
further
in the gravel,
enough ahead.
He, like...
Honestly, if he fumbled it, it would have been like Lando losing his grab. What was it? One of the American races where he could have won and then he spun out.
Yeah.
And he lost it for himself.
Yeah.
I would just, if we had a repeat of that, I would be absolutely gutted.
I can't take it anymore, guys. So, qualifying was good. Obviously, we had the McLarens P5 and 6.
Yeah, to begin with.
Seems to be their best qualifying pace at the minute. Obviously, Lando qualified P3 for the sprint. Their race pace just isn't there. It's not up to standard.
At least usually they're either faster on the straights or faster.
But they just don't seem fast at all.
They usually have a niche on what they're better at.
Yeah.
But at the moment, they're just not better anywhere. No. Straight to the point.
Which is painful. So, okay, let's go on to the race. The whole start, I woke up, ready for the grid walk. Good. You know, I was there, 6:30, I was ready.
I was not, I was still in bed.
To open my eyes and see everybody else on the grid and Lando in the garage, I was like, no, please. Not again.
I had hope though, because he was getting ready and he was warming up.
I thought,
both drivers were.
Maybe it's just a pit lane start. That's okay, we can deal with that. Yeah. Obviously, that's kind of his race done with the pace that we have.
At least it'll give him the chance to get used to the cars and practice.
The advert comes. Oh no, Oscar's been taken into the garage now as well. I was like, what? What do you mean?
Was there actually a reasoning? They didn't specify, did they? Because
it was to do with, so they both had different electrical issues.
Right.
And basically the team had done all they could for Lando, but just could not work out what it was to get fixed.
No. Because in the chat that he had with Sky Sports, they obviously were asking, when's the issue going to be fixed? Do you know what it is? And he just couldn't answer.
No.
He genuinely looked baffled.
He was shocked. He didn't find out until he was getting
ready. Which I guess is a good thing that we don't have a race next weekend. They've got about 2 weeks
They've got 2 weeks now to try and sort this car out. Because it is needed.
Can they do it?
You made me the happiest person last season. Okay. I was smiling all year long.
Did you get Lando merch when he won the championship?
I did get Lando merch when he won the championship. You will see that on this podcast,
I feel like
by the way. You will see me wearing this on the podcast.
I feel like I should have got some now that he's not doing very well this season. I feel like Pandy needs a t-shirt.
Yeah.
If there's anyone here that can make Pandy a t-shirt.
A McLaren t-shirt, please.
Or a little hat. Who else didn't finish the race? So we had Verstappen,
yeah, he had to retire the car, and to me that was a massive shock. Yeah. I mean, obviously we saw Hadjar have to retire the car the week before. Yeah. Is it a similar issue? Like,
Hadjar qualified 9th, and Verstappen was, what does it say here, 8th.
8th, yeah. The pace just isn't.
It's just not there.
The fact that Max has said that he is battling with the Alpines just shows in his head, like,
It's just gone straight to a midfield team, haven't they?
It's...
And I'm worried that McLaren are heading back into the midfield region as
2019 McLaren's coming back, and I don't want that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I really don't want that.
But maybe it's an off-season and next season we'll win the championship.
Exactly.
How have we gone from winning constructors twice to now not even competing for second and third?
There's time. We're only 2 races in, but I'm being hopeful. I want to be hopeful. I don't want to not be hopeful. But we saw that. My point is as well, we saw 15 out of 22 drivers finish the race.
It's the cars.
It's the car. Like,
it's got.
I'm sorry.
The cars.
FIA.
Sort your out.
As a long time fan, don't get me wrong. The racing's there, the overtakes there, the driver battles are there. I want to see all 22 cars there though. I don't want to see 15 cars on the track.
It's like half the battle.
I don't know, it kind of ruins it for me. And maybe that's just me being really picky. I don't know. But
yeah, but 15 cars out of 22. That is ridiculous. And you know what? And even if they do, I know we don't like seeing like people crashing and having those, but
I hate that. No,
yeah. I know we probably don't want to see that, but at least make it a little bit more exciting and not just starting a race.
We saw, did you see as well, there's a video of Fernando Alonso letting go of the steering wheel.
Because of the vibrating.
Because of the vibration.
Because of the vibration. I saw that just before I headed off this
morning.
Yeah,
like...
That's bad.
That is bad. And he's like doing that to his hands because it's hurting his hands. And I just think these new regulations are actually becoming quite dangerous for the drivers. It isn't a driver issue. Like, if you're doing, 180 miles per hour going into a corner and your back wheel goes because you've pressed the brake, you spin out into a wall. Like,
and imagine then letting go of your steering wheel because it is hurting your hands
and then
the
you
vibrations.
Just spin out like
because that vibration must be
dangerous.
going through the whole body, which surely is not good for your spine, neck, anything like that.
We've seen some horrible crashes in the past in Formula 1, and
you know what comes straight to my head? Zhou Guanyu in Silverstone when he crashed
and he did like the roll
and straight over the tyres into. When
you're going that quick, these things can happen, and the way that the cars are designed at the minute, I don't know, I'm scared.
I think there's going to be especially for, say, your more dangerous tracks, ones that do have a record of causing more crashes, I hate to say it, but deaths. For example, Spa, we know the weather we haven't seen these cars in the wet yet. So if this is happening on dry tracks...
What is happening in the wet?
I know they can withhold somewhat of the wind, but imagine when it is tipping it down at the likes of Silverstone, Spa, Austria, where the weather can change so quick.
Yeah.
What are these cars going to do then? I'd be terrified while sat in them. Absolutely terrified.
When it's like chucking it down, they've got no visibility as it is. No. There needs to be a proper discussion on these regulations and what can be done to make them safer, I think. But I don't know, there is just something about the cars at the minute that just don't seem right.
No. We're no engineers either, but it doesn't take a genius to work out.
No, and even though like Ferrari, Mercedes are doing so well, they're still spinning out, they're still having lockups. Lewis during his during the one practice of the weekend spun out at turn 6.
But even pre-season when they were testing they were in Italy, weren't they?
Barcelona.
Was it Barcelona? I can't remember where they were now. But even Lewis then ended up in the gravel. Was it Charles ended up in the gravel?
It's
so again, and I know that's probably one of their first proper times driving the cars, but come on.
Yeah, on the race, obviously, I actually really enjoyed the race. I thought it was a very interesting race. Kimi didn't get the start. He had a better start, but the Ferraris came out of nowhere, and
it was nice to see the Ferraris battling.
Yes.
And Lewis even said in the interview he had afterwards, I believe that was also with Sky Sports, he said like he actually enjoyed racing.
He loved the battle. He was like, that's one of the first times he enjoyed it. And it's nice to actually see him happy again and enjoying racing because he was miserable the last couple of seasons. That race was first, again, like 10 laps of the race. It was constant like battles, and we were seeing a battle between Charles, George, Lewis and Kimi. It was all between them. Kimi pulled away a bit, but there was a safety car, so it dragged them all back. He then had to defend. He had to fight for his places back. We were seeing the Alpines in second.
The Alpines, both double points.
Yeah, this is massive. This is
Franco's first points with Alpine.
This is their first double points since Brazil when it was Ocon and Gasly. That is insane. We're seeing teams actually achieve things, which is great, and I love to see.
And Ollie Behrman in P5.
Yeah.
That's so nice to see. Again, I feel his proper performance last time was with Ferrari when he had the chance to drive that car.
Yeah.
And he's not performed since then, and now he's in the Haas. I feel he's happy and he's up there with P5.
you know, like Arvid, like I think he struggled a lot this weekend, but you know, he was battling with that car. It was spinning, it was locking up, he was having battles, but he still had a really good race, I think. And
P12.
yeah, like just outside of the points, but still absolutely smashing it. Like
He's
as a
starting the
rookie,
race.
like yeah, he's
At least
doing
he's
better than
finishing a race.
some people. Kimi just absolutely blew us all away, I think.
That's all I keep going back to, and then his podium as well.
Oh,
Toto, he's still our driver.
that podium is one to go down in history. George, Lewis, Kimi, Bono. Oh my gosh! And
Did you see George step away
so they can have a photo? No, don't. I was actually like, I'm not joking. I was crying. I was crying when they were doing when David Coulthard was doing the interviews afterwards, and Kimi started crying. I was like,
Kimi was like, I don't want to cry, and you're just like.
oh my god.
Also, do you know what I noticed, which was really cute? Kimi with his first little watch.
I know. Oh. When he finished in first, I was like tearing up, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for him. And then when they showed his radio and Bono was like, you've done it, like, and he was like, and he was like screaming. I was like, Kimi!
Because I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I did not watch it on the Sunday. I mean, I feel like everyone knows now. I catch up in the evenings. I sat there, and then I knew what was gonna happen. I saw it all over social media. I sat there, and just tears coming. And I looked at Oliver behind me, and I was like, I'm so proud of him.
Honestly,
I'm
like,
crying. I
it's-
was like, it's like when Forrest wins the World Cup. I'm just crying.
when he was like, you've made a little kid's dream come true, I was like, Kimi, stop. I'm actually crying. Not as much Sylvester as when Lando won the World Championship.
That was,
but
oh my goodness. I was in work.
oh
I just
my
walked
gosh.
up to one of my sessions.
Just like, yeah, sobbing. But and then that podium, that is one to go down in the history books.
And I'm so glad, because as much as we do support McLaren, they haven't been the most supportive with podiums. Because who was it they were up there with, and they just didn't celebrate at all.
Don't get people involved in the champagne spray.
They don't.
Yeah,
And it really, that's why they then get the backlash of, they're just spoiled.
they're
They're
booing.
not happy. Seeing when Kimi was up there and he was with George and Lewis, both who obviously support him, he looks up to both of them, and just them celebrating, getting him involved and getting Bono involved. There was no one better he could be up there with right now.
A podium that I think each of them drivers will remember forever. And I in the press conference afterwards, they were talking about it, and Lewis was like, you know, I remember my first win back in 2007, and Kimi was like, I was 1 year old. It was just like,
Great
okay. I mean, I was 2 when Lewis got his first.
2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5.
He was 5.
I was 5.
Wow.
Didn't watch it.
You sure?
Yeah, didn't watch it.
No.
I was actually there.
That was a funny little moment, but I think Lewis has been such a mentor to Kimi throughout the whole thing, and I just think like their relationship is just so lovely.
I mean, Kimi looked up to Senna as well, massively.
Oh,
and the comparison between those two in terms of looks, attitude, everything else, I'm just like, it is uncanny.
Please, can we talk about them saying Kimi Räikkönen though when he was going
Oh!
up onto the?
The amount of TikToks that I've seen after this, so Kimi sat at home.
I didn't
winning
even
Grand
clock
Prix,
it.
like,
I
you're
didn't
trying.
clock it when I was watching it.
Yeah.
I think I was probably so tired. I did not clock it when I was watching it. It wasn't until I'd seen the video later, and because I wondered why he'd come out being like, what? And it wasn't until from Italy, Kimi Räikkönen. I was like, he had one job for his first proper podium.
And I mean, the comments and the posts that I've seen after this, and it literally, like I said, the comment where it's like, Kimi Räikkönen sat at home, not even doing anything and still winning Grand Prix.
Yeah, oh my god. It was a chaotic race, I think, but a lot of good things to come out of it.
Yeah.
You know, we're seeing some of the midfield teams get up there, claim some points. It's nice to see them in the battle.
And Sainz back in the points,
Yes.
which was nice to see. Williams didn't finish or didn't start.
Albon
Yeah.
didn't start, did he? He had
Albon
some
didn't start.
Bortoletto didn't start.
Nope. I've got it all written down here, my little notepad.
We had
Albon, Bortoletto, obviously, and the Aston Martins.
yes.
But I'm not surprised at that, to be honest. So yeah, from having one car not even start to then Sainz
Getting in the points. That's
They
big
were-
for them.
They were
That
really
is-
happy about
yeah.
that as well, which was nice to see.
But also, it was a very exciting weekend because F1 Academy is back. Woohoo! F1 Academy is back. It was their first race weekend.
Sephora!
Sephora is an official sponsor for the rest of the season.
For Natalia. Then she ended up getting P2 in the sprint.
She did.
That race suit is good luck.
It is,
It's the same.
and because they did a reverse grid for one of the races, I watched that one. I just think, you know, there are so many talented girls in that, and it's nice seeing people like Alexandra Leclerc supporting and being on the track. I think Carmen was there as well, walking around the track.
And I get them being there, but then also posting to show their support.
I saw a TikTok, and it was like Alexandra being like number one girly, like on the F1 Academy paddock, and it was like getting reposted by like all the drivers, and it was so cute. But I think just being there, showing support. I mean, like, Susie, you are incredible,
iconic.
We love you.
What a genius idea!
Come be on the pod.
Yeah. There is a spare seat, or you can wait outside, like we said last time.
You can come and get cozy with us.
And we've got typhoon jets, like bring you in. It's
exactly.
Cup of tea.
Yeah, like I say, you can get cozy with us on the sofa, or we have a spare chair. So it's up to you really what you want to do. But Susie, we would love to have you on the pod because, you know, girl chat. But F1 Academy, it's growing. And, you know, we're seeing McLaren run 2 cars now.
Yes.
In F1 Academy.
Both called Ella.
All 3 drivers are called Ella, actually.
When they first announced that all 3 of them were Ella and they were pointing to each other.
I loved that. But again, Ella Lloyd, talented driver.
And I like the way F1 Academy, they only let them race. Is it 2 seasons?
2 seasons,
and then they
have
switch
to move on.
out.
Yeah,
I like that.
I do.
It keeps people involved.
It keeps like more girls coming through.
In.
Yeah,
and it might get to the point then when they have more seasons or series like F1 Academy, F2 Academy, F3 Academy. So then it does give that opportunity for girls
100%
to then work their way up.
You know, Susie said if we can get a girl into F1, she's
winning.
We've done our job. We've done what we planned to do. I would love to see girls in F1. Okay, people wouldn't. That is your opinion. That's okay. This is my opinion. I would love to see girls in F1.
But the amount of pressure that will be on that girl to go
100%.
You know, everyone will be watching. If they don't perform, then the amount of backlash that is going to get. But
it's a scary...
If they do perform...
Abby Pullen, for example.
Yes.
She is a hell of a driver. Yeah. She is incredible.
What's she up to nowadays?
I don't know if she's still in the GBs.
Maybe.
I'd seen her in GB. I can't remember which one it was, but I saw her last year.
Excuse me.
Am I boring you again?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, she is a very talented driver. She, you know, she did 2 seasons there with Alpine. She's carried on driving, and I just think, obviously I think this is Ella Lloyd's last season with McLaren, and I think she'll
going to come in and take the seat.
And then we'll be there. So we're just waiting for the phone call. But excited. I would love to see you in that.
I've just rubbed off my eyebrows.
No. Okay, cool. I am so excited to see F1 Academy this season at Silverstone. When I was in Belgium last year, it was the one that I didn't get to see, and I was so upset. So the fact that they're going to be there at Silverstone this year, I cannot wait. And who knows, there might be a special episode. I
mean, I said it last time. F1 Academy is definitely something I want to get more into this year. You know, supporting the girls and you know, rooting for them from the start, and I have done. So
F1 Academy has been such a development that has been successful. You know, coming into it, Susie probably did not know how it was going to go.
Nope.
But I love the collaborations like Charlotte Tilbury, Sephora,
women like aimed brands.
I love that.
That is so empowering.
Us girls love our makeup. Us girls love to get dressed up. But us girls also like to drive fast. I love putting them 2 collaborations together. I think it is insane.
I do hope Sephora come through and bring out some, I don't know, F1 kind of makeup.
Yeah.
And imagine just an eyeshadow palette in the shape of like an F1 car.
Oh.
With the Sephora livery on it.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Sephora, you know what you need to do. Okay.
I can give you all my ideas. I can pitch it to you. I can make a fancy presentation.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad that F1 Academy only have like 8 races or something like that. I would love to see them have more.
With the brands coming in, more funding, hopefully they'll be able to.
And the fact that each team has like adopted
yes.
A driver, I think is insane, because having that support from
even Audi coming in for their first season and bringing in an F1, I think that is such a bold statement.
Yeah.
I wish all the teams had an F1 Academy driver.
I do as well. McLaren have done amazing with having 2 on the track. I think that is something we could see growing. Like Ferrari could easily bring 2 drivers in.
Yeah. Cadillac could just take
Mercedes.
on one. Actually, Cadillac just sort out your racing first, and then we'll get to that later.
You know,
but
after you took all of our other ideas. Mercedes could easily bring someone in. Dorian Pin, she was an incredible driver. And she's actually been put into like their F1 reserves.
Oh wow.
She's like one of the first girls to be
I love
forward
that,
for that, and I was
so
like,
good.
Yes.
I love that.
Get it, queen. Do it for the gals. We are proud of you. We are here supporting you.
Get it for the gals.
Do it for the gals here, okay? And also, we're seeing Disney.
Oh, stop it. I think I wrote it down
Disney
somewhere.
is a sponsor.
But did you see on the curbs, they had little Mickey ears?
And I am a Disney gal. Okay?
I love it.
I love Disney.
Yeah. Old Disney, I prefer.
Yeah.
Than new Disney.
Yeah, but seeing them as a sponsor, I think, is incredible. I just love it. Like,
It's just different. It's not one of your bougie brands like Louis Vuitton, you know, like Rolex. We lost Rolex.
We did, yeah.
Which is very sad. But, I mean, yeah, like Louis Vuitton, seeing their branding all over the place. Yeah, it's great. But, again, it's a high luxury brand. You know, it's not one
Not
that
something that's
everyone
accessible
can afford.
to everyone. And
Whereas
also,
Disney...
kids getting involved in Formula One,
Exactly.
it's something, like, so fun for them. Obviously,
Yeah.
Lego, like...
Oh, my... Can we talk about the Lego livery for the F1 Academy? Oh, my goodness. How incredible. And then the actual F1 Academy Lego car coming out as well.
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure in Shanghai they changed the interior of one of their tram lines
To
F1 Academy like Lego. Insane.
I
Branding on point.
love my Lego cars, okay? We love building.
I still haven't built my Lightning McQueen nor my McLaren.
Have you not?
No.
I
Don't
build
have
both.
patience.
I literally, as soon as I buy them, I build them. I can't not.
Should we do it one day whilst we're on the pod?
There we go. There's a new episode. Build our F1 Academy.
So Susie, when you come join us, we're going to build.
We're going to build it all together. Having certain sponsors like that really can help make
big time
for brands and,
yeah,
and
like
get more
you said,
kids
Disney,
involved.
Yeah, Disney. It's one everyone
Family
knows.
friendly.
Everyone watches. Yeah, family friendly. Getting the kids involved. It's just generic for everyone. Go on to I don't know somewhere and watch it. You know, maybe Disney Plus is it's definitely so expensive now. Can I just add?
Disney Plus is very expensive.
Oh my god! For a year, I remember it was like 2 years ago now, so it would have gone up by then. But 100 quid came out of my account, and I was like, where is that coming from? Look, Disney Plus.
What do you mean?
What?
Like Netflix.
Mic drop.
Literally that shop. It's like Netflix now and things like that, and how they've like bought out that you have to like to make it cheaper. You've got to have an advert.
Yeah.
I don't want an advert, okay?
I just want to sit there, and especially, but they've done that because people don't use normal TV anymore.
No, they don't.
I mean, my parents are one. They just use Netflix, Now TV,
yeah,
ITVX.
BBC iPlayer.
Yeah, just to watch everything. They don't actually need to watch
No.
actual TV because they don't really sit down and watch it anyways.
No. It'd be nice to see them do, obviously, as well. We've got Apple TV have come in as a sponsor for the American.
Yep.
That's going to make a lot of people then pay for Apple TV because they want to watch the races.
I use Now TV. It
yeah.
works. I think it's like $24.99 a month for Now Sports.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Which is actually alright. But every single person in my family uses it.
She's watching.
And all of them. Every single person. So then when I go to log in, and it's like, someone else is using your account, Dad, get off.
Can you get off? We're trying to watch.
Get off. Okay, I don't watch these very often. You get Sundays off, my darling, alright? I do not.
But,
love you.
Obviously something that you predicted last weekend, cancellation of the Bahrain and the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix.
I'm basically a politician at this point, everybody.
I said that I didn't think it would happen because I really didn't.
I didn't think it was going to happen this soon.
No, and obviously it literally just got
Honestly.
announced over the weekend, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's just been announced. So
And for them to cancel both of them.
we are
just
not
even
not
one.
replace them.
Yep.
So we're going to have 22 races this season and a 5-week break after the Japanese Grand Prix.
I saw though, someone put out an idea on socials. They should go and live stream for charity on those races. So you know how they did it during COVID lockdown?
Yes.
They should get all 22 drivers and drive those 2 races, but on a live stream, and then make people pay to then raise money for charity and for the families out in Iran
Oh, okay, I love that.
and
yeah.
all the other places that have been affected by this.
No, I love that. That's really cute.
So I was like, that is such a good
That's
idea.
such a good idea.
And again, it's good for the sport.
It will be interesting
you know,
to see
good publicity.
what's going to happen if teams are going to do fan events. You know, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's so hard.
If you do, please let me know so I can book it off work.
Yeah, and we will come over. But I just think I did not expect it to happen this soon, this quick. Like, and now we are going to have basically a summer break
I know.
at the start of the season.
Which might help in terms of getting cars
Exactly.
ready.
You know,
Maybe
McLaren,
it's
you
a
have
blessing.
5 weeks to sort your car out.
Because when is the next one? I don't have my phone because it's
the
recorded.
the next one will be Miami.
Is it not Japan?
Yeah, it's well Japan then, as in like after the 5-week
right,
break,
yes.
it's going to be Miami
Wow. That is from one extreme
to another. And I don't know if there's another sprint race in Miami actually as well. There was last year, but I don't know if it's continued over for this year. I need to check. Japan, obviously, then we would go straight to Bahrain, then we would have a bit of time off and go to Saudi Arabia. Nope, we're having 5 weeks off and we'll be in Miami. So
in terms of, is it Toto? Sort your car out.
in the words
You
of
change your
Toto,
car.
because Checo has been saying the car is bleeped. You know, maybe for teams like Cadillac, for teams, you know, that are struggling at the minute, Williams, for instance, yeah, I know they're in the points, but with these DNSs, McLaren, McLaren,
Capital. See you later.
Please use these 5 weeks to work on your car.
Just heads up, I'm getting a bit of like an energy boost.
I'm getting ready.
I feel like I'm about to lash out. I've got so much energy brewing.
But obviously, for the FIA to cancel, it is very, you know, mature of them to do that in an easy decision. It's, you know, I support the decision. I stand by it. Yeah. Safety. Oh my god, I love that dog. Sorry. Safety before anything. Safety for the team. Safety for the drivers. It's needed, you know. We live in a world, again, like I said last week, where things change very quickly.
It is a scary world out there at the moment.
It is a very scary world out there, and, you know, I'm very grateful for where we live and, you know, things like that and how we're okay. But, you know, for all the families out there, we hope you're okay. We send our support from our podcast. We respect the decision to cancel the races. You know, it's a bummer, don't get me wrong. Like, we love to see them race, but I also think safety over everything.
It is what
and
it is.
if it takes a 5-week break, it takes a 5-week break.
But again, I think it would be such a good way. Like, when I saw that comment, I was like, that's actually genius. Mm-hmm. You know,
I think teams will. I have a feeling teams will do something.
I do. I don't think they'll just leave it bland and just ignore the situation.
I don't think they can.
Because media will get your.
Exactly. You know, people like us, we're coming for you. If you don't do anything,
we'll do something for you.
Exactly. We'll come and host something.
We can come and hold an event at F1 Arcade. At F1 Arcade.
Yeah, we could hold an event, and we could maybe hold a simulation Grand Prix. If you want that, get in touch with us. We will be there. We will host it.
Everyone tag F1 Arcade underneath this video.
Please. You know, it'd be so amazing to try and have an event put together. I think that would be incredible for the fans, but whether it's anything, I think
publicity for the drivers and teams.
It'd be amazing. Like I say, that Williams pop-up for Melbourne that they did in London was so good, I will say. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, it was a small venue, but there were so many fans there. It was amazing. So even just little things like that, I think, you know,
I've heard Lincolnshire is quite a nice place to do
I've heard Lincolnshire is a great place to do things. And funny enough, like, we can host it
because we actually live here.
We're from Lincolnshire, so
look at that. Even Nottingham needs an F1 arcade.
Yes.
Can I just add?
Please, because at the minute we've only got Birmingham and London.
Yeah.
So Manchester, Nottingham, get yourselves involved. Let's have an F1 arcade.
Manchester gets everything, so have Nottingham for a change.
Yeah. But I just think that teams won't sit back and do nothing. There'll be something, and awareness needs to be raised. Like,
it does. Gonna go check this is still recording before we move on.
Welcome back.
Just did a little bit of a mic
We
check.
had a little thing there, but I think that's where we're going to close this episode for this week. Thank you so much for all the support, and I hope you've enjoyed listening to us ramble on again about anything and everything. Please leave it in the comments, any opinions, anything you have. We'd love to hear it. Things you want to see. Obviously, now we're going to have this 5-week break. Is there certain things you'd love to see on the podcast? Things that we can do, like Q&As, anything. We are so open to any ideas. But yeah, we hope you have enjoyed, and we can't wait to see you again next week. Thank you.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.